First, I'm going to start by cleaning my area with a 10-to-1 bleach solution. Next, I'm going to create a sterile field by lighting my 3 tea light candles. Dividing the 21-day brine sample into 2 tubes of chemical and physical tests. This is me opening a clean pipette, and I'm going to take my 21-day brine sample right now and taking the cap off. I'm taking the cap for my pee for my physical test tube, and I'm going to squeeze half of the contents into my pee physical test tube. Next, I'm going to screw my cap back on and unscrew my C chemical control tube and place the remaining brine into it with my clean disposable. Now I'm screwing the cap back on to remain sterile. And that conducts the dividing of my sample. Now for my chemical control test. I'm going to start with the clean pipette, and I'm going to fill the syringe with my 70% isopropyl alcohol. And then I'm going to place 3 drops into my C test tube. Half of the brine in it. That concludes my chemical control test. My EMB and nutrient agar plates were created using my chemical control sample. Now for the chemical control test. I'm going to start by bringing a pot of water to boil. Once my water reaches a boil, I'm going to take my thermometer out, turn it on, and place it to Celsius, and place it into my boiling water. I'm going to wait until the gauge reads 100 degrees Celsius, because that is the temperature for microorganisms to be sterilized or not grow. Once my thermometer reaches 100 degrees Celsius, I'm going to take it out and put the probe cover back on. Then I'm going to take my re-sterilized tongs and place my mason jar into the boiling water. I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes to allow the mason jar to sterilize. Once my 10-minute timer is up, I'm going to take my re-sterilized tongs and take my mason jar out of the boiling water and place it in my clean, sterilized, designated work area to cool and dry off. Now for pouring the brine into the sterilized mason jar. I'm going to start in a re-cleaned and sterilized area with my physical solution and my sterilized mason jar, and I'm just simply pouring the brine into the mason jar. This is me placing the physical control brine sample into the boiling water. I'm ensuring that no water gets into the top of the mason jar, and I'm leaving it in there for 10 to 15 seconds until my brine begins to boil. My tongs have been re-sterilized. After the 10 to 15 seconds, I'm going to take the sample out of the boiling water and put it in the clean, sterilized area that's designated for it to cool and dry off. Although it doesn't need to be shown, I'm going to show me creating my EMB plate for my physical control sample. This is my completed EMB plate. Now for creating my nutrient plate for my physical control sample. This is my completed nutrient agar plate from my physical control test. Thank you.